implying that Azimio and Kenya Kwanza should do an handshake. What I was saying is that Azimio should continue with its oversight role and Kenya Kwanza to run the government, such that such issues which we are encountering here will not arise if everybody does their role. And for the handshake, there is no handshake because the elections were done, the court made its pronouncement, and we have a president. So I don't know, we shouldn't be talking about handshake. The bipartisan talk which should be going on now.
Honorable Mili, you are not recognized. Honorable Phyllis Barto, proceed.
Yeah, the bipartisan talks which should be going on between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza should be now within this document. This report has a lot of information to be worked on. So Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah, the majority leader, and his counterpart should start from this report. Mr. Speaker, however, let me continue with what I was making a point on the issue of land, and that the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Lands should move with speed and ensure that every piece of part of Kenya is documented. And I was giving an example of some schools in my constituency where they don't have title deeds, and as a result, they are not benefiting from government support like capitation, to an extent that even some schools where the teachers are supposed to be benefiting from an house allowance, like those teachers who are in municipalities, are not benefiting because they don't have title deeds. And when a school doesn't have a title, it is very difficult to benefit from any government or to perform any operation. We also have cases of clashes in my constituency, Mr. Speaker, because people have multiple titles. You see, you find somebody having a title, but they don't have the piece of land. Another one is occupying the land, but they don't have the title. A case of a piece of land in Mutembei called Crowley, they are always fighting. For example, during the planting season, one team will go and plant the land. During harvesting, a different team will go to harvest the maize. So it's a problem. So and how I wish such institutions like the ministry should streamline so that we don't encounter such problems. On the issue of projects, incomplete projects, Mr. Speaker, this is something which is very rampant in Kenya. We have a case of Mutiani House, which was begun even before I became a teacher. Once upon a time, Mr. Speaker, I was a teacher in high school, and we were being told about a Mutiani House which was being constructed. I have been able to pursue my education to the level of becoming a professor, to the level of becoming a member of parliament, but we are still talking about the same project, which is 31 years ago, Mutiani House. And it is a common occurrence in most of parts of Kenya. And you see, when the project is delayed, a lot of money is wasted, and restarting it over and over again becomes problematic. So how I wish such projects, or when the government is planning to do any project, it should plan, put sufficient funds, and make sure that the project is completed within the stipulated time. Mr. Speaker, on the case of consultancies, rightly so, this committee actually captured it very vividly. So many of the expenses in most projects or in most of these institutions is to do with consultancies. People are always carrying out projects, they conceptualize, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money. By the time the real project is going to be implemented or to start, a lot of money has gone down the drain on just architectural works, drawings, consultants, exchange of information here and there, and it is annoying, Mr. Speaker, that at the end of the day, it takes the bulk of the resources allocated. A case in point is an institution in my constituency, Mutembei Technical Teachers College. We started as a teachers training college, but midway, it has been overtaken by time. We are now rerouting it to Kenya Technical Kenya School of Technical Training College, because we are having quite a number of technical institutions springing up, and they don't have capacity, so we want to start training trainers. So, Mr. Speaker, such projects take a long time. Even the people who conceptualize the idea, even the people who are supposed to benefit from the project, might not even, I mean, it takes a long time. People get tired. So, how I wish such the people who do it diligently and make sure that they complete within the shortest time possible, so that they will be value for money. Mr. Speaker, finally is on the issue of ethnic diversity, and also to add on it gender diversity. It is very sad that of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, and those are the issues which we should be looking at. Other issues which are non-issues. The crux of the matter is in this document, Mr. Speaker. And finally, I would just want to say, I come from UASIN GISHU County, where the saga of the scholarships, Finland, Canada, and so forth. If due diligence is done or oversight is done, such problems or parents and students wouldn't have be encountering such problems. And I also want to thank this committee because of this timely report. When you look at the date, Mr. Speaker, it is between 2018 to 2021, a span of 3 years, Mr. Speaker. We must commend them because it is always good to do due diligence when there is still sufficient time, other than we come in when things have already gone AY. With those few observations, Mr. Speaker, I support this team and thank the committee once more. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, before I give the next speaker, who will be the Honorable Canon Dr. Naomi Wako, the Member of Parliament for Marsabit, let me recognize the following institutions